Welcome to Maths for Graduates. Today we will discuss sufficient condition for the existence of Laplace transform. That means with the help of this theorem we can say whether the Laplace transform of the given function will exist or not. So let's start. Suppose ft is any function of t for t greater than or equals to 0, then if ft is sectionally continuous and ft is a function of exponential order, order gamma, this is gamma. If these two conditions are met, then the Laplace transform of the ft will definitely exist. That is, Laplace transform of ft, this equals to some function of x, this fs will exist for s greater than gamma. Okay, now let us see what is sectionally continuous and what does it mean by function of exponential order. First is sectional continuous. Okay, a function ft is said to be sectionally continuous in interval alpha beta. Let me explain to you graphically. This is t and this is alpha and this is alpha and this is beta. Okay, and this vertical axis is f of t. Okay, so if I divide this interval into finite number of some intervals, this is finite number of subintervals. Suppose this is t1, this is t2, this is t3, this is t4 and this is t5. Okay, and in every subinterval function is continuous. So function is continuous in every subintervals. Okay, and every points RHL and LHL exist. Okay, so at every point LHL and RHL exist. Okay, then this kind of function is known as sectionally continuous function. Okay, now let us see what is function of exponential order. A function f of t is said to be function of exponential order gamma if there exists a positive m such that function m into e raised to power gamma t, this function dominates f of t after certain value of t. Okay, that is modulus of f of t is less than m into e raised to power gamma t after certain value of t, that is t is greater than t0. Okay, so here t0 is that certain value. Okay, in general, if I have to explain what is function of exponential order, I would say function f of t will be a function of exponential order if you will be able to find some function, some exponential function like m into e raised to power gamma t which dominates f of t. That means graph of function modulus of f of t will always lie below m into e raised to power gamma t graph. Okay, For example, you can see here graph of t is below the graph of e raised to power t. Hence, t is a function of exponential order 1. Okay. Now let us see some functions which are not of exponential order. So e raised to power t square, t raised to power t. These are some functions which are not of exponential order. You can verify it by yourself. Now let's move towards the main discussion topic of today's video. If function f of t is sectionally continuous and it is function of exponential order, then Laplace transform of this function will exist. Okay, so let's prove this theorem. So Laplace transform of ft, this equals to, by definition, integration from 0 to infinity e raised to power minus st into ft dt. Okay, now divide this interval 0 to infinity into two parts, 0 to t0 plus t0 to infinity. Okay, and integrand is e raised to power minus st ft dt e raised to power minus st ft dt. Okay, I can do this because it is given that function is sectionally continuous. Okay, this first integration is convergent because it is proper integral. Okay, we have to check for second integration. Okay, so for second integration, t0 to infinity e raised to power minus st ft dt. Okay, now find the modulus of this integration. Okay, so this will be less than equals to integration from t0 to infinity modulus e raised to power minus st ft dt. When you take this modulus sign inside the integration sign, then there comes a this inequality sign. Okay, you can understand this inequality with the help of this graph. Now let's solve further. Since it is given that ft is of exponential order, that is modulus of ft is less than some positive m into e raised to power gamma t. Okay, now substitute this ft into this equation. Okay, hence we have integration from t0 to infinity modulus e raised to power minus st m into e raised to power gamma t dt. Okay, since e raised to power minus st is positive, m is positive, and e raised to power gamma positive. Okay, so there's no point in putting the modulus sign. Okay, so this will be integration from t0 to infinity, taking this constant m outside the integration sign, m e raised to power minus s minus gamma t dt. Okay, and this integration will only exist when s is greater than gamma. Okay, so integration will be m into e raised to power minus s minus gamma t0 over s minus gamma. Okay, hence I can say this integration will exist. Okay, that means if this integration will exist, then this Laplace transform will also exist. Okay, so this is the proof of the sufficient condition for the existence of Laplace transform. Okay, this condition only sufficient. That means if these two conditions are met, then Laplace transform will definitely exist. Okay, if these two conditions or any one of them does not satisfy, then Laplace transform may or may not exist. Okay, for example, ft equals to 1 over root t. Okay, so for this function at t equals to 0, right hand limit does not exist, but still its Laplace transform exists, which is equals to Laplace transform of this function ft is equal to gamma half plus 1 over s raised to power minus half plus 1. This equals to gamma 1 over 2 over s raised to power 1 over 2. This equals to root pi over s raised to power 1 over 2. Okay, so this video ends here. In the next we will discuss first shifting property and second shifting property. So if you don't want to miss that video, subscribe to the channel and also press the bell icon. Thank you. Thanks for watching.